One of the common misconceptions among some people is that if they delete a certain file from any hard disk or flash memory, those files are completely deleted. But in reality, this is not true. Many of us do not know that this data can be very easily recovered simply because it was not actually deleted. It just temporarily disappeared and can be retrieved if desired. The concept of data deletion is a bit complicated. We may delete pictures, videos, audio clips, and other data from a certain folder and feel assured that they are gone, while in fact, the data still exists and can be recovered again. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, Wonders of Secrets, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you receive our videos regularly. To start with, so that everything is clear and we understand the picture better, let's differentiate between the types of deletion we can perform on any data stored on our computer. There is a process called simple deletion, another called semi-permanent deletion, and a third called permanent deletion. Simple deletion is not literal deletion. It is merely the transfer of files on the hard drive to another place, the recycle bin. This happens when you select any file or folder and press delete on the keyboard. Folder disappears from in front of you, but actually just moves to the recycle bin. The recycle bin is simply a normal space on the hard drive itself. Therefore, we can easily restore any data from it by selecting what we want and clicking restore. This is the first type of deletion, and it is not really deletion. As for the second type, semi-permanent deletion, it is a bit different. This deletion is not just moving files from one place to another, like the first type. You perform it by selecting the file you want to delete and pressing Shift plus Delete on the keyboard. In this case, the folder or file disappears completely from the device without moving to the recycle bin. This semi-permanent deletion method can also be applied to data already inside the recycle bin by selecting an item inside it and pressing Delete again, or by emptying the entire recycle bin. In the simple deletion we mentioned earlier, folders and files go to the recycle bin. But this time, where do the files go? To answer this, we must understand how the hard disk itself works. The hard disk is internally divided into sectors, which are small rooms that store data. Since the computer's basic language is binary, zeros and ones, sectors are responsible for saving images, videos, sound, and other data in the form of zeros and ones. For example, when we save a picture on the hard drive, it is not stored as an actual image, but rather encoded into sectors as a binary code like 011001. Later, the operating system, e.g. in Windows, can translate this code back into a tangible image or audible sound. The important point here is that when we delete data using the semi-permanent method mentioned earlier, the data size is freed up on the hard drive, but it remains recorded inside the sectors with its binary code. Thus, anyone can retrieve this code from the hard drive using specific programs that translate the data's code back into readable or audible formats. In short, the data we think is completely deleted is actually still there. Only its size reference is removed. The deleted data's code still exists, and the area on the hard drive where it resides is classified as rewritable, meaning new data can be written over it. Let's simplify this. Imagine a hard drive divided into 5 parts. We store a picture on part 5, then delete the picture because we don't need it. What happens is that part 5 retains the picture's code, but the hard drive now classifies that part as available for new data. If parts 1 to 4 get filled and there's no other space, the hard drive will start saving new data on part 5, overwriting the old picture code. That's exactly how it works inside a hard drive. In short, any picture you delete from the hard drive does not get erased immediately. It remains recorded inside the sectors unless overwritten by new data. From this, we can infer that the way to permanently delete data is to fill the hard drive multiple times. For example, if you have a hard drive you want to give to someone and it has private family pictures, you should fill the drive completely with irrelevant data, like movies, then format it and repeat this process several times. By doing so, the codes for the family pictures will be overwritten by new codes, making it impossible to recover the original data. Another easier and quicker method is using data destruction or data shredding programs. These programs work by overwriting all the codes on the hard drive with zeros, making it impossible for anyone to retrieve the data because it no longer exists. The same methods apply to flash memory, USB drives as well. If you want to give someone a flash drive that had private pictures, you can either repeatedly write data over it or use data shredding software. Finally, if you want to recover a file that was accidentally deleted, there are specialized programs for data recovery. But dealing with these programs must be done with extreme caution. The safest way is that if an important file is deleted from your device, turn off the computer immediately, remove the hard drive, and connect it to a different computer. On that second computer, install a file recovery program and follow the necessary steps to retrieve your data normally. But why did we turn off the first computer and move the hard drive? Simply because installing a recovery program on the same hard drive could take up space and potentially overwrite the codes of the deleted files you want to recover, especially if your hard drive is nearly full. Therefore, it is better to use a different device during data recovery attempts. That's it. We're done. Who reached this point? Whoever did, you are the best. Please give us a like before you leave so we can know how many of you made it to the end. And don't forget, if you have any questions or something puzzling you, write it down in the comments under the video so we can answer it. Peace.